Fall is in the air and not a moment too soon. I'm Scott Hanson, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 3. We begin with an intriguing matchup in the NFL International Series. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. This would turn out to be one of the biggest plays of the game. The Condors are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars. They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And this is Travis Hunter. It's fired deep downfield. He's right there to secure it. And when it's all said and done, that's an 80-yard catch and run for the touchdown. One more to tell you about real quick. It's up in Minneapolis. It's the Vikings hosting the LA Rams. And it's Kyren Williams. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Rams have no problems in this one. They get it done in blowout fashion. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hanson. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Up next, it's our main event between our visitors and the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visiting sideline, look at the head coach of the Condors. These guys playing one of those dreaded body clock games, making a long trip to the East Coast. Across the field, the head coach of the Bengals. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Scott here with Brock Heward. Everybody just about set. And away we go in Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
On 2. And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. It's just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today. Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Third down here, need 8 on the play.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Right back to Chase. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 yards. yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Burrow setting up the play action. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bengals have... First down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So first down from the 41. Trying it right side with Perine. He's still going at the 30. Shoots away from one. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! Live ball taking it up to the races, middle of the field. The 30. And he finishes off the return partner, and just like that, gets his team 2 points.
Well, partner, it's about the most unlikeliest score you're going to see. 6-2 out the gate. I don't think I've ever seen it. But you follow a touchdown with a block point after a return, it's exactly what you get. And actually, see smiles on both sidelines as we get going.
So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
There are certainly still people talking about the game. The buzz is real. He posted unbelievable numbers last week. Even his passing numbers continue to rise league-wide. He reached heights rarely flown to in league history. It took volume, sure, to get him there, but also an eagle eye to see everything out there perfectly. He and the rest of us, we can only hope that he comes close to seeing that kind of production today.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. Now a deep shot back towards the middle of the field. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Flushed out of the pocket. And is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Here's the snap on 4th. That's on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. First down from the 42.
A gain of 12. First down, Sacramento.
Throwing from the gun here. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
Gino Stone on the coverage.
They are throwing it again. Buys time, rolling right. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Feet nines, Kate. Feet nines. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position. Straight ahead they go with Perine. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They run once more with Perine. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside. Defense.
Now they got to the end zone with that free play partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points. Pressure off left, and it's blocked!
And that block's going to take a little bit of the sting away from giving up the touchdown. I'll tell you, that's exactly, if you're on that special teams unit, how you want to start this game, playing hard, executing well, and putting a little seed of doubt and thought on the special teams unit on the other side.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a heartbeat. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
First down, Condors.
To throw here on first down. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Throwing it again here. Finds him on the slant. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And they're going to have a first down now.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Buying some time left. He's running with it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
Loss of a yard. It's second down.
Ducking back to throw. Rolling out to his left. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Condors reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
What a great moment to celebrate and possibly educate this rookie as well, Kate. That's just tremendous effort. He shows off the speed that he has. But they'll go look at those tablets. They'll figure out if there was somewhere to throw it. But he showed you right there when there's not. Well, this kid can run.
Offense not going anywhere. They want to.
The offense will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Flush out now to his left. And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut the lead down to just 2.
Condors 10.
Following a touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. He's going to field this at the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
And they're on 20-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Burrow from the gun. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now we'll give up the middle to Piron. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. This offense getting all set for this series. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive players.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They're going to try and throw it here. And this one is launched downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Sacramento.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the... They connect on the deep shot. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off. Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Again to throw on 2nd. Caught, nice gain left side. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that gives him a 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Finds his back complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target.
He runs it across. Touchdown! The Condors go up by 4 here in the 1st. Empty backfield now. They're going for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Quarterback over here. And he's going to get in. The try is good. Their lead stretches to 6. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
Well, I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like, if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure, and if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
He's brought down just inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Piron. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll come out throwing. Getting out to his left. He can run it. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
From the red zone on 1st. And this is going to be hauled in for the touchdown. The Condors pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're trying for 2.
The offense will line up for a...
Here's a throw. And he's got a man. Complete. And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner. They're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today. And they stay perfect, Brock. That's a perfect 3 for 3 now on 2-point tries. Is it just automatic at this point that if there's a touchdown, we're going to go for 2?
Well, I think until this defense stops them, that answer is going to be yes. It's not supposed to be this easy. I mean, numbers tell you you're not supposed to have this kind of success rate, but it's really clear this defense has no answer. Run, pass, confidence, the offense is owning them.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Pass play now. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And with a half a football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Gotta think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
At the 47-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, we're flying around and making the play. You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On comes the Condors punting squad. It's a fake direct snap to the up man. And he's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on downs. Burrow on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. Still has some space inside the 35. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And the Bengals, 1st down.
Shotgun handoff to Perine. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. They'll try it left with Perine. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, a run with Perine. He takes it ahead for a healthy 70 yards. It's 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down, and they've got themselves a 1st and goal. Brown is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. In the words of Pete Carroll resonate, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. The Condors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And while they've worried about his arm a little bit early, he's been happy to get some yards on the ground. Looking like an effective dual threat thus far. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Caught by his back. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Good stop made by Barrett Carter. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking in the air here. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Now he's past the 25. And he is in. Touchdown. The Condors take a 13-point lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Offense staying out, looking for 2 more. Throwing from the gun here. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Well, they are perfect no longer. Defense finally stops them on a 2-point try. You think this is just a case of they were going to go for it every time, Brock, until it didn't work out?
Yeah, not a gambler, but this is house money. And when you feel this good and you're this hot, continue to take advantage. They've obviously seen something this week in their preparation that they could go after these guys they have. And I don't think one time getting stopped is going to deter them moving forward.
Burrow now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
16 at the 29-yard line.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
To the air on 3rd and long. And they get to him again. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Condors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Starting this drive with a design run. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are smaller. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Burrow gets it out wide quick. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. So 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Sets up 3rd down and goal.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Throws comes. And he eats a huge hit as he tries for the marker. Almost nothing after the catch that time, Brock. It's going to be 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Trying for it with Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. McPherson to add the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Their offense ready to take the field now. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Nice cut back to the right sideline. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Condors go up by 12.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating. That run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
That one splits the uprights. And the Condors bump the lead up to 13 points. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. Burrow from the gun. He launches this one up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it at the 30. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a one-score game in the first half. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Spread the field and send him all deep, baby. All right, this might be a stupid question, Brock, but what makes that play call successful against an NFL secondary?
Yeah, because 4 verts is good against a college secondary, a high school secondary, a Pop Warner secondary, because it burdens and stresses that defense. And if you got people that can run and you got 4 choices to choose from, oftentimes you'll find one to hit on.
Returning it from the 4. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now outruns their offense to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. First and 10, they're going to throw. He's got a man left. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera play. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Cut out left. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. So they go for it on 4th, partner, and they get it in a big way, 25 yards. First down from the 42. Working now from the gun. Escapes out to the left.
On the grade sheet, we called this messed up beyond all recognition. He leaves the pocket in search of greener pastures. There was nothing to be had.
Looking to throw here. Escapes the pocket. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Now that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
3rd and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. He's going for it himself. There he goes again. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone on 1st. All in left side. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Forced out to his right. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Setting up the running back screen. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Condors go up by 12. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
They're leaving the offense out there. They're going to try for two.
The offense will line up for a two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Caught at the one. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead.
Bengals 33.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. On the return, here's Jones. He dodged the tackle. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Now give to Pirine, running right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Now Burrow. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
It's up 3rd down and 14.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Encroachment. Defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Now, even after the penalty, Brock, still 9 to go now on 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Lobs this up, left sideline, looking for something big. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. So as they face 4th down, on comes Ryan Rico to kick it. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. The Condors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Flushed out now to his left. He's keeping it. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or two short of the 20 here.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing. He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They're going for this. And they get to him. The 4th down give. Myers with a sack. And it's a turnover on downs inside the red zone. Here's Pirine. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals making a 1-score game in the first half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver one.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Tries to hurdle. He's been up high. The ball's out. The ball is out. And I believe this is going to remain with the return team. You'll see the signal there. Boy, nearly a special teams gap, but they're going to hold on to the football. Hits his running back. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Pass play coming here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More from Paycor Stadium on the other side. Bengals going down here. 6 DBs out there. 3rd down. Setting up to throw. Getting out to his left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
It is caught left side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Well, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They're going to throw out of the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. She's down to the 12. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Brings it in. And that plays to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Second and 3 now. He's going to throw this one. On the move, headed right. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up. They'll work against the blitz. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
One final shot before the half. And cut in the end zone for the touchdown. The Condors will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Offense is not going anywhere. They want 2 more.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in, but he's not going to reach the end zone, so they get 6, but not an extra 2 just before the break. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the NFC. Okay, Kate, thanks very much. As this Sunday's action is coming to a close, big day of football we had today. Here we go. And it's Kyren Williams. He'll find an opening, and he's gone 20 yards on the touchdown. The Rams are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's Mason Rudolph. 12 yards on the touchdown. The Steelers, looking for their first win after 3 straight losses, they lead at the break. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers taking on the Packers. And this is Rachaad White. A scintillating run for the touchdown. This one all tied, 10-10 at halftime. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And this one does not go far.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
To throw here on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Sticking to the air here. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Again to throw on second. And he's got his man. Touchdown. The Condors grow the lead coming out of halftime.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
They aren't taking the offense off. All right, leaving him out, trying for two.
The offense will line up for a
Back to throw. Buying some time right. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on two more to their lead.
61. Bengals 40.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. On the return, here's Jones. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. Short pass brought in. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Gain of 11. That's good for a Bengals.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play. But this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42.
That's another Bengals first down.
To the ground with Piron. A lot of space ahead. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. 20 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 22.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. You know, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. The group of
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
3rd and 13.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Cut out left. And that will not be enough for a first down. And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson from the left hash, 34 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. This offense making its way back out now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll come out throwing. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's good for a sideline.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Finds a man, right side. He has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. 5 still to go here. This is second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's two looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing? Fourth down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it. They'll throw for it. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Gain of 14. First down.
Throwing now on first down. Into traffic. Complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. I'm just going to go out on a limb, partner, and say that this defense is probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by these points.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yes. Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him, he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
10 at the 26-yard line.
They're going play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Happy time reaching the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. He's going to throw it. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long for him here. Going deep here for the end zone. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. Got a fourth down decision to make. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Fourth down. Pass coming. Touchdown. The Condors can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Offense not going anywhere. They want to.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Right, they're going to throw for it. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. All right, I know the old adage, there is no lead that is safe in the NFL, but Brock, this lead actually feels pretty safe to me. Not sure they needed to go for 2 at this point.
Well, I'm pretty sure you know what this feels like one thing. to me. Stat padding. And it's just going to come back to you at some point. Maybe not in this game, but down the road. You start padding your stats to show off, oh, look how many points we scored. Look how great a job we did. Start patting yourself on the back. Yeah, you're usually going to get hit and knocked on your backside at some point.
And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30-yard line.
They give now to Piron. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Bengals 1st down.
Burrow setting to throw. Setting up the screen. Escapes the defender. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And he gets this down to the 38. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
That's another Bengals 1st down.
Throwing is Burrow. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Burrow back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Finds his back complete. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
McPherson at the point after. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it!
Doesn't that just sum it up in some way? Even when you do something positive, not on this day, not for this team, something still goes wrong. At this point, guys might just want to throw up their hands and say, what does the block really mean? But you know, and I know, coaches hate that attitude. It's the antithesis of that, to give up a block in that situation.
The Condors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket.
Tremendous play by the defense. I mean, just spectacular to corral him behind the line. It can be tough to track these guys down today when they decide to scramble. So many good runners, but it was good pursuit to stay on him the entire way.
Buys time, rolling right.
That is an effort play. I love that by the defense. Corralling the QB behind the line. It can be tough to track these guys down when they decide to scramble. What excellent pursuit to stay on them the entire way.
Third down from the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. They tried to air it out, but just couldn't hook up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They're going for this. Finds him on the crossing route. And unsurprisingly, Brock, he's not going to get the first here. So failing to see the thinking behind that one as they turn it over on downs. New set of downs for him from the 31. Burrow on 1st down. Dump off caught by his back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31.
Burrow to the air now. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
Throw
6.
here, third down. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the
From the red zone on 1st. Short pass brought in. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Chased out to his right. And Burrow gets enough for that first down and then smartly gets down to avoid the hit.
7-yard gain.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Piron will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Again, it's Piron. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. Need a touchdown here as they line up for 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They run once more with Piron. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bengals shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. McPherson at the point after. Pressure off left, and it's blocked.
You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel like the whole sideline gets deflated, but I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams, and you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is, so making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
All set to go now from the 35. Working on 1st down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Cut out left. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down. We've set it down from 37. They go play action on 1st down. It is cut left side. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out. We can hear it. Kevin Stefanski audibly frustrated with that call. And he'll throw the red flag out. We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
After review of the play.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Still sticking with the passing game. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. Throwing it again here. Put the body on the line for his team. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Condors have likely locked up the win right there. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
They're leaving the offense out there, and they're trying for 2. Keeping it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down to the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
They were keyed on him from the start. There was no doubt who they were going to lean on for 2.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
He's going to be stopped right around the 37. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs from 37. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Hits his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it or, in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Pass it downfield. It's Chase. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Now we give. It's Pirine headed left. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
3rd and long for him here. Completed to his running back. We'll have the first down and even more. And the stop is made just a couple of yards shy of that end zone. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get it back to within 2 possessions. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him and get go make that play anyway.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals drop the lead back to 13.
Bengals 62.
Here's McPherson. McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Condors ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. First call here coming from the shotgun. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Well, it seems like the only thing that's going to be able to stop this guy or even slow him down is going to be that final whistle, Brock. This defense has been inconsistent at best.
This is one of those moments where it just feels like it's a privilege to watch. Right? When you're at a concert and you're just listening to somebody that's the best of the best, you want more. And right now up in this booth, I want to see this guy continue to put on a show.
He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. And that run makes some history for him. He's now topped the previous record for rushing in a game by a QB. The previous mark of 181 was held by Colin Kaepernick since those 2013 playoffs, and the mantle now belongs to this guy. And whatever total he reaches before the end of this one, finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Throwing on second. Has it downfield working left. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. All set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket.
What a great play by the defense. Play breaks down, but that defense stays disciplined. Nobody loses control, and they end up stopping him for a loss.
2nd and a mile, he's passing. Escapes out to the left.
Oh boy. And this was doomed from the start. Left the pocket, search for greener pastures. Things weren't much better on the other side.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to go down well short of where they needed him to get to. That decision to go for it on 4th does not pay off. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Tight end going in motion here. Play action now, Burrow. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe.
Bengals, 1st down.
Burrow now on 1st down. Throwing the out route complete. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Burrow on the play action. Taking a chance to the end zone. This one is knocked away. A potential touchdown prevented. And now the offense has to make the long walk back to the line for 3rd down. Now, they didn't bite on the play action, Brock, and for all the times that we've seen that exact concept beat defenses, these guys were not fooled.
You know what that was collectively, defensively? It was great processing. We talk about quarterbacks being great processors. That group defensively just got it done.
It's caught. Chase has it. And and he'll be brought down at about the 29. We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
The Bengals first down.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
To the air again, it's Burrow. The lateral goes haywire, it's out. But I think someone on the Bengals got back on top of that one, and yes, they did. Bengals football. Crisis averted, partner, but their reward here is a tough 3rd down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Condors will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
It's a turnover on down.
You knew it before this drive started, the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
Working on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27. 2nd and 3 now.
To gain 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
They'll go play action. This is a heater going deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
He's going to run for it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that is good for a 1st down.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Sacramento.
They'll look to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 37-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
Well, it's hard to call that the official moment that sealed this win, but up 16 here in the 4th, it's going to take a heck of a sequence of events to see this game tied back up.
On the return, here's Jones. Shoots away from one. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. 1st and 10 from the 32. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. Just keeps connecting to Chase. Keeps it moving. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. They got got to the end zone with that free play partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points. Now Burrow leading his Bengals up as they go for 2.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And they recover this one without a problem. The onside attempt fails. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks in there.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the one back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Final timeout taken by the Bengals. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Back to throw. That is incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one, a rare miss. That's going to bring up 4th down. The decision is to take the 3. Out comes the field goal unit for this try. He was good on his first attempt, and his second from a little over 45 here. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bengals, Jermaine Burton headed out there now. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Burrow to the air now. Burton there to bring it in. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Bengals.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Bengals 1st down.
On the keeper, it's Burrow. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals trailing by 13. No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Fits it through the middle. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
And they've got it. No problem for the receiving team. The onside attempt failed. Well, that's going to do it, Brock. They recover the kick and now can just run out that clock unimpeded.
Yeah, no timeouts on the opposing sideline. Give some credit to the hands team right there. Got the job done. And now as an offense, the greatest formation in the history of football. You know what that is, Kate.
Line it up, boys.
The victory formation.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Back-to-back carries here. Looks through and breaks away. And he will have the first down there, and they can start to celebrate now. That's going to lock up this victory for him.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Line up the design keeper. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Condors as we say so long from Cincinnati.